What's going on? It has been almost a whole year since I've been working on OK Cards. This is where I started. I've just left this as is. You can see I didn't have the label size correct. Here, I'll shake it next to the mic. Doesn't fit proper. I've definitely dropped it a couple times just stress testing it, so there's a few cracks, and I also wanted to see what it felt like with a grade guard on it. Still have mixed feelings about that, but this is number one. This is the first one I created and graded, and this is where we're at now. This is the last one I'm grading of 2025. On that note, I just wanted to run through a couple of the most recent ones just for fun. I know there's a bunch of ring glare, but I feel like that really helps accent the texture on the cards, which is important to me. It's a personal favorite. Actually, these two are. I love these two. I don't have the best recording setup. Kind of on old technology, so it's honestly just best if you get one of these for yourself. And by one of these, I mean a card. They look way different in person, and that's the whole point. That's what physical art should be about. IMO. So, also on that note, I have 2025 graded on here. When I create these, I will create many and pick the ones that I feel should be graded, or that I like enough to encase these in plastic, so to speak. So everything that I will be showing in this binder was made in 2025. So moving forward, this is validation of if the label says 2025 and it's, I don't know what year, some year in the future, and it seems weird that one of those cards would pop up, it's in this binder. If it's in this binder, it's legit. If not, I don't know where you're getting your sources from. So, as it is the end of the year, pause. I did want to highlight some of the, let's say, experiments through some of the OK Cards early times. Experimented a bit, and actually all of this started a couple years ago when I was kind of in the internet holes of bootleg Pokemon cards. I started making my own, this being one of them, and you'll recognize this if you know this. I do have some more bootlegs elsewhere, but that's a whole topic for another time. I've experimented with trying like the tone-on-tone, get a Necronomicon type vibe, but it is impossible to document unless you're literally holding it in which way the camera can show it off. So another one cool in person, weird over the internet. I do have a screen made of the Lone Ranger, and I was experimenting quite a bit with that this past summer. I was even printing on cards, like setting up a registration and then printing over them. Again, texture very important, and then tone on tone. Tough to show off unless you have that movement. Got into a couple experimental eras, this being one of them. A collage of a couple different designs. I was experimenting with hollows and the collages for a bit, so obviously just one design on hollow, and then two different designs together. And actually one of the two designs spliced out with another complete design, which also I have a variant of this. It's really tough to show. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it, but there is hollow underneath and it blends through the back of this brick, but unless you get it just proper, you can see, yeah, there you go, you can kind of see through here, rainbow bricks. Always important to see art in person, along the same lines of the hollow. Just experimenting with the backside. This is a very experimental one. Complete absence of design, except for border. Border is textured, but the rest is flat. This one is not a standard playing card size. But I was on a walk one day, and I found this on the ground. Obviously painting the one side, but then the back is fake money, gold. But because it doesn't fit because it's not a standard card size, I can't throw it in there, otherwise it'll just be bouncing around. So yeah, that's the final one. Last one I have in here is Lone Contraband. Oh man, it doesn't even show the orange. I don't have the most high-tech computer equipment. Obviously, I spend way more time in the analog world, so sometimes it's difficult to transfer the vibrance of this to this, you know what I'm saying? So, check one out in person if you can. I'll be adding some of these, like this one, at some point. I'll be posting, obviously, higher res and higher detail on TikTok, and maybe shorts here, if I can get back in the swing of that. Oh my gosh, yeah, it doesn't even show the pink. Let me try something real quick. Alright, I'm just gonna see if this helps. Oh, for a second you could kind of see it. Yeah, you've really gotta work the card to the camera to get a full idea of what's going on, but maybe you'll see one in person someday. Hope you scoop one, or know someone that's got one. Let them let you look at it. Send an offer if you want. Yeah, eBay, OK Cardboards, OK Cards, TikTok, I think, OK Cardboards. Yeah, peace.